Good morning and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making vegetable soup. As a child, soups were part of my almost everyday dinner. I love them. Until today, I'm making soups from scratch for my kids and they like them as well. Especially when I have to hide the vegetables they don't like, soup is a great way to do that. Lots of colorful veggies. The soup has aroma. It's fresh and there's nothing better than homemade soup from scratch. Welcome to my kitchen and thank you for watching. And for the ingredients for today's soup, I need 2 sticks of carrots, 2 sticks of celery, few cloves of garlic, yellow squash, bell pepper, zucchini, onion, mushroom, potatoes, which I still have to wash and dice, some beans. I like Bush's beans. Soy sauce, thyme, crushed red pepper flakes, peppercorns, bay leaf. And here I have some chicken meat with bone. You need the bones to develop a nice aroma, nice flavor of that broth. Soup is tasty and great when you have those bones in. And what I did with the chicken is salt, pepper, and sear them on a pan. And now this chicken is ready to go into my pot of water. This pan was used to sear my chicken with bones. High heat, only salt, pepper, a little bit of olive oil. And now the meat is going into that soup. I've got a pot of water with bay leaf, peppercorns, thyme, and I will crush a couple cloves of garlic and put it as well. And that pan I did not clean because I want to use the same pan with that from the meat to saute my vegetables. That will bring that extra flavor. Pot of water with the meat and spices is on low, simmering, and I want to leave it like this for at least an hour. I like to cook soup slow because the longer they simmer like that with that nice meat with bones, the better the flavor is developed. So I will take a break, have a coffee, go put the laundry in, and come back in an hour to start on the veggies. So I have my pot with garlic, a little bit of onion, peppercorns, bay leaf, a little bit of salt, thyme and red crushed pepper flakes. And here I have 3 slices of onion, and I want to charcoal it a little bit before I put it in that pot as well. And this is what we did in Poland every time we cooked soups. It will give that onion that sweetness and charcoal, and it's just great for soups. My break is over. It's been an hour, and I have some nice broth going on here. I don't put a lot of salt at first until the end, because the end is when you taste it and then decide what else you need in there. Now I will put my diced potatoes in there, and I had a small squash, so I put a small squash as well. But I will start with the potatoes because potatoes will cook the longest. And what I wanted to mention also is there are some small sachets that you can buy, and whenever there are some spices that later when you eat the soup and you don't want to bite into them, you can put all the spices in the sachet and then throw it in the soup. That way, you just take it out by the end and you don't have to worry about biting into the peppercorns, biting into the garlic or bay leaf or whatever else you want to put in there. So I thought I'll mention it. Sometimes I use it when I do Asian style soups because those require lots of spices, spicy spices. And I don't want to, bite into it. So that helps a lot. Potatoes are in, and like I mentioned before, I have a pan from the chicken. So I will use that pan to saute some onions and mushrooms now. Starting with the sweet onions. Couple minutes and then mushrooms will go in. To make the soup a quicker way, you can put all the veggies at once. You don't have to roast them, saute. You don't have to do anything. But if you want more flavorful soup, those steps are there to enhance the flavor. That's why I like to roast them and then put them into soup. You can try it both ways and you will see on the end the soup with the roasted veggies tastes much, much better. And I have it on medium high right now. Now to the mushrooms, I will add some black pepper and a little bit of salt. Again, I go easy on the salt because on the end when I taste it, I'll decide if there is need for all the other seasoning. I don't want it to have it too salty. Go in 2-3 minutes and you can see they are browning so nicely. Almost ready to go to the big pot. And carrots will go next. Carrots bring so much sweetness to soups. I love to put carrots in all of my soups, almost all of them. Again, and you can see a little bit of that brownish on those carrots, and that's all I'm trying to do here. Same with bell pepper and all the veggies. So celery and bell peppers go next. And after that, the last thing left is that zucchini, yellow and green. And those veggies have also brownish on top, a little charcoal, and they are ready to go in the soup. But I also put there 1 clove of minced garlic. I have 2 of them in the pot, actually 3 of them in the pot, boiling with all the veggies in that soup. But just because I smash it a little bit, the whole garlic clove doesn't give me that much flavor. Minced garlic, so much more flavor. I love that soup. It is beautiful, colorful, flavorful. And you can put quinoa instead of potatoes. You can put couscous instead of potatoes. So every time you make that soup and you change it a little bit, it's like new soup. So this is the last thing I need to do. And also, because we love garlic so much, I have another minced garlic in here, just 1 clove. So when this is almost ready, then I'll add the garlic to it. If I add garlic too soon, it may burn. If it burns, it will be bitter and it will spoil the flavor here. It will spoil my whole soup. So I want to be careful with minced garlic as it goes really, really quickly. Okay, and zucchini gets soft really, really quickly, much faster than the carrots. And now I can put the garlic in. And this is ready to go in. So now I will need to just wait for the potatoes to be cooked. And I can either leave the soup based on broth, just like it is, or use heavy cream with a little bit of flour and make it thicker. Again, that's personal preference. Sometimes I make it based on the broth, just like it is right now, and other times I feel like creamy soup, so I put the heavy cream with some flour. So I'm done with all the veggies, done roasting. Pan can go into wash. Pan can get into washing, and the last thing is the beans. I can put them on the end because canned beans are soft. They don't need much cooking, but I do rinse them because in the can there's lots of sodium you don't need. So rinse them before you put them into the soup. I will will take one fish out, one potato, and see if those are getting soft. So I know if I'm ready to finish up with the soup. I would say another 6 minutes or so. So once the soup is ready, today I will make it creamy. After 6 minutes, if the potatoes are soft, I can turn it off and have it the way it is. Taste it, see if I need salt, pepper, thyme, soy sauce, garlic, whatever else you need in there to make it flavorful for you, you put extra. If it doesn't need any extra, then you be the judge. Today I will make it creamy, so in another 5 minutes I will get the heavy whipping cream and some flour, blend it together, and then pour it into the soup. Now potatoes are soft, soup is ready to be finished. I have put a little bit more of soy sauce, thyme, and some of a chili crunch. We do like the soups to be more spicy, food in general to be a little bit more spicy. I try to be very neutral when I cook and show the recipes, but I like to add a little spice to soups and meals on the end. And now time to get it creamy. So I have about a cup and a half. Well, for me, it's a little bit more because I have a big pot of soup, but the recipe I will give you will be less of a soup, not this big pot I have right now. So 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream and 2 tablespoons of flour. And I took a little bit of that hot broth from here to mix it well. And I like to use a mixer so it blends smoothly. Okay, and now I can pour it into that big pot of soup. I don't like my soups to be very thick, but if you do, only thing it takes is putting a little bit more flour into that, and flour will make it work and make your soup thicker. Sometimes I would put a whole carrot in there and take the carrot and also blend it with the heavy whipping cream and flour, so the carrot helps me make the soup a little bit thicker. And carrots are sweet, so automatically you have a sweeter, nicer soup. Okay, and now only a minute and I can turn it off. Fresh parsley and soup is ready. Thank you for watching and enjoy it. I hope you will as much as we do. Thank you again. The smell of fresh herbs. So yummy. The sweetness from the vegetables with a little bit of saltiness and spices. And this soup is great with potatoes, or in exchange from potatoes, you can go to couscous or even quinoa will work. So it's a very, very universal soup. I'm gonna pour myself a bowl of soup. It's almost lunchtime. Thank you for watching again.